Hello, and welcome to another episode of Superhero Club, your go-to show for all things comic book inspired on Amazon Prime Video. I'm your host, Stephanie Williams. Before we get too far in, if you want more superhero content like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Today, we are highlighting the boys' character, Black Noir, the quiet assassin whose actions speak louder than his words ever could. We're going to dive into his comic history and the Black Noir we've gotten to know in the last 3 seasons of the Amazon Prime Video TV series adaptation of The Boys. Alright, so let's get into Black Noir's comic history. So, Black Noir made his comic debut with his pants down in The Boys #3, Name of the Game, Part 3. He, A-Train, and Homelander are the trio of supes who make Starlight's first day as a new member of the Seven a living hell. In the comics, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree in the case of Black Noir because he was a direct clone of Homelander, meaning he looks precisely like Homelander. That is definitely not the case in the Amazon Prime TV series adaptation. Vought created him as a failsafe to kill Homelander if he ever overstepped his bounds. The rest of Black Noir's existence in the comics revolves around his descent into insanity as he grew increasingly impatient with waiting to fulfill his intended purpose. It is implied in the comics that Homelander was generally a good person. With that being said, Black Noir kind of had the idea that he would never be able to fulfill his one goal in life. So that is what made him begin to orchestrate Homelander's descent into villainy by framing him for heinous crimes. Once Homelander saw pictures of himself committing horrible atrocities that he had no memory of, it eventually drove him mad. It made him into the chaotic, violent sociopath that we know him to be in the Boys series in both the comics and also the show. So after Homelander basically goes off the deep end, eventually Black Noir is able to reveal his true purpose to Butcher and Homelander. This is after Homelander attempts to overthrow the United States government. So now with the truth out in the open, Homelander attacked Black Noir, but Noir was able to overpower him and kill Homelander. So Black Noir is actually the one who ended up taking out Homelander and not Butcher. He doesn't walk away from the fight unscathed though. His intestines are hanging out of his body, he's missing part of his skull, and he is severely burned. Very reminiscent of Black Noir's appearance after the botched military mission flashback in the TV series. But back to the comics, Billy Butcher is the one who ends up finishing off Black Noir. So maybe kind of in a way, Billy Butcher does end up killing Homelander. It's just his clone. So I guess it kind of works out. Let's move to the Black Noir we've gotten to know in the past 3 seasons of the Amazon Prime Video TV series adaptation. The Black Noir that we've gotten to know in the Boys TV series adaptation is a night and day difference from his comic book iteration. For starters, he is not a direct clone of Homelander. That's quite obvious. Nor is he the sociopath set on destroying Homelander. In fact, in his own way, he tries to do his best to protect him. Black Noir makes his first appearance in episode 1 of season 1 of the TV series. His debut is much more tolerable than his comic book first appearance. When Black Noir is introduced, it's during a meeting held by Homelander for the Seven, and he kicks it off by discussing how Black Noir saved the day. We don't get much of Black Noir's history in a TV series, but what we learn of him is pretty interesting for a character who doesn't talk. Black Noir's real name is Irving, and he was born sometime in the late 1950s to early 1960s. We assume this time frame is based on his association with the Soldier Boy-led team Payback and the fact that he tried out for a role in Beverly Hills Cop, which debuted in 1984. We learned through his conversations with his imaginary friends from the Buster Beaver pizza shop a little more about his childhood, like how at age 9 he hid in the ball pit of the pizza restaurant after paralyzing another child, or that very one awkward time he got an erection while he was in the 7th grade. So after training with the Master Sensei, Irving took his skills to the superhero team Payback. It was with Payback he started his career as Black Noir. He was forced to conceal his face by Vought America because, spoiler alert, Irving is black. He is not a direct clone of Homelander like the Black Noir of the comics. Noir isn't some silent killer who does as he's told without emotional feelings. He isn't a robot, even though he often operates like the Terminator. One of the reasons Noir auditioned for the part in Beverly Hills Cop was because he desired to break out as an unconcealed star. If he was in a movie, he probably wouldn't be forced to wear that mask. So Soulja Boy's reaction to Black Noir's ambitions is really what leads him to going along with the rest of the Payback team as they set Soulja Boy up like they did in that mission. Once Payback dissolved, Black Noir found a new home with the Seven, Vought's new superhero team. By the time Homelander was introduced to the public, Black Noir had become the face of Vought, and that's quite an achievement for a man who keeps his face covered. Like the comics, Black Noir is Vought's solution to take out Homelander if he doesn't follow Vought's instructions. However, unlike the comics, Black Noir doesn't kill Homelander when the moment arises. There's a time when Noir found Homelander covered in blood after he loses his composure during a mission, killing most of the hostages and terrorists. Remembering what Vought Senior President of Hero Management, Madeline Stillwell, shared with him regarding Black Noir having the green light to kill him if he got out of hand, Homelander tries to kill Black Noir first, however he's unsuccessful. By the end of the ordeal, Black Noir sympathizes with Homelander, directing him on what to say when Vought asks why there was no survivors. Black Noir and Homelander's alliance started that day, and Black Noir remained loyal to Homelander until he punched Black Noir right through the chest. There is no mistake about Black Noir's role in helping to enable Homelander. Like Homelander, Noir has some skeletons in his closet as well, but Noir has maintained his unique brand of empathy despite all the killing he has done in the name of Vought and self-preservation. In Season 2, Episode 2, Black Noir beheads a super terrorist, and on his way out the door, he encounters the man's son. He attempts to entertain the child. It was a highly awkward moment, but Noir was trying to, in his own way, lessen the weirdness of it all, of this little boy witnessing his father get murdered. Noir even extends some sympathy to the Deep after he gets the sperm whale killed in his attempt to stop the boys. Noir's empathy and unwavering support of Homelander and Vought ultimately led to his demise, but at least now he can be with his imaginary friends. This concludes the deep dive character session of Superhero Club. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm your host, Stephanie Williams. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes of Superhero Club. Remember, you can check out all 3 seasons of The Boys on Amazon Prime.